Many people have misconceptions about wealth. They don't know how to define it or what it takes to become wealthy. They have a misleading image of millionaires and how they live. Most people think high income means wealth. But according to the authors, this way of thinking is not right. They went to a high-profile area to conduct a survey on millionaires. However, when they were conducting the survey, they realized that the people who appeared rich and had high status symbol were not as wealthy as they seemed to be. In fact, maximum millionaires were not staying in those high-profile areas. The authors were shocked with this reality. They realized that most millionaires were staying in ordinary houses and used simple cars. If a person earns a lot of money, we think he is rich. But this idea can be wrong. For example, let's say a man is constructing a house for himself. He works very hard for 5 days in the week with full dedication and commitment. But on the 2 days of the weekends, he spends his energy in breaking the house. So now, give a thought to this. Do you think he'll be able to build that house? Similarly, there are people who work very hard for 5 working days and spend a huge amount of money on the weekends on expensive cars, clothing, and not so important things. Such people just appear rich, but in reality, they are not rich and hence they are not able to create wealth. Here we need to understand one thing carefully. Wealth accumulation is the actual wealth and not earning high income. And this difference was identified by the authors of the book, The Millionaire Next Door. According to the authors Thomas and William, wealth accumulation was one of the biggest reasons which made some people millionaires or billionaires. But most people do the opposite and stay poor or middle class for their entire life. In their 20 years of research, the authors found many differences between millionaires and the people who remained middle class or poor. I will share 10 such differences which can help you become millionaires. But before I continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you won't miss any video from me. So let's start. Difference number 1. More than 80% of the millionaires were called as first generation millionaires. They were self-made business people who had lived in the same house most of their adult lives. They owned a business and lived in a modest society. The key to their success was living a lifestyle that made it possible for them to build wealth. Now this fact is enough to understand that a rich person's child also continues to be rich, not because they already had money, but because of their training in money management since childhood. Children get training from their parents right from the beginning, and when such financial intelligence comes in normal or average individuals, they too are likely to become rich. Let's take an example. Suppose a male named Mr. X is earning an income of rupees 1,50,000 per month. It is considered as a very good income in our society. We start thinking that Mr. X is a rich man because he stays in a luxurious house in a posh area and uses a luxury car and other high branded products. But we fail to think that his monthly income of rupees 1,50,000 is divided in many installments, such as house loan EMI of rupees 80,000 per month, car loan EMI of rupees 30,000 per month, and other car expenses, and the balance amount of rupees 40,000 per month is spent on household expenses. From this rupees 40,000, he shops branded stuffs for his wife and children and also for himself. And in the end, he even uses his credit card to satisfy his material needs. Even after earning so much income per month, he is under the pressure of credit card bill payments and is unable to become a millionaire. So the first and the biggest difference between millionaires and normal or average people is that the millionaires keep their expenses less than their income. In fact, the authors say that 50% of millionaires whom they have interviewed are living in a normal house and drive a normal car from past 20 years. Now you decide how you want to lead your financial life. Difference number 2. If you read about stock market investments, fundamental analysis, etc., you will come across a concept called as opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the cost of investing in one asset by letting go of opportunity in another asset. For example, if you have rupees 50 lakhs and decide to keep that amount in a savings account, you will get 4% interest, that is rupees 2 lakhs per year. If that money you had invested in a house, then you would have enjoyed more benefits which you have lost. This lost benefit is called an opportunity cost. So difference number 2 is millionaires understand opportunity cost. They understand that when they spend their money in buying stuff instead of investing, they have to pay 2 types of opportunity cost. First, money. Because the money spent could have been invested or used to buy assets that could earn more money. And the second is time. The amount of time invested to review the expensive cars and gadgets, as well as wasted time learning and showing them. That time could have been used in investing money or could have been used as quality time with their family. Difference number 3. Johnny Depp is a famous Hollywood star who has earned a lot of name, fame and money, but today he is bankrupt. This will tell you the third difference. Well, have you seen bodybuilders? Once the bodybuilders make their bodies fit, then why do they follow a strict diet and continue to go to the gym? This habit helps them to stay fit and remain healthy and good looking for a long time. Similarly, when it comes to financial freedom, millionaires also play defensive. To understand this, let me ask you a few questions. Do you guys make monthly budget? Do you count your monthly expenses to check where you have spent? Do you set financial goals for yourself? Do you make plans to achieve further financial goals? Well, I'm not sure what answers you will have for these questions, but these are the questions millionaires ask themselves to keep their finances in control, which helps them to save money and invest wisely, which also helps them to maintain their millionaire status. Coming back to the example of Johnny Depp, he used to spend 24,000 pounds on wine every month and 2,38,000 pounds on his house maintenance, where he had 40 staff members, and 1,59,000 pounds on private planes and other things. And these were all his expenses and were not at all defensive, which led him to bankruptcy and failure. Now, the rest of the differences are very simple to understand, so you won't need long explanations like the previous points. So I will explain them in short. Difference number 4. Financial planning. This is the most important and different quality of millionaires which they follow religiously. They invest most of their time in financial planning, and which helps them to multiply their money and create wealth. Difference number 5. 99% of the millionaires are goal oriented. They plan their goals and focus on completing them. Whereas average and normal people live their lives as it comes, without any focus. These average people do not have any plans or goals, and so they cannot achieve well in their life. Difference number 6. Many people, or almost everyone, wishes to have a luxurious house, or expensive car and many other expensive things. Whereas millionaires aim at financial freedom. They always aim to earn enough wealth that can at least sustain for the next 10 to 20 years of their life without having an active income. Difference number 7. Studies have shown that millionaires are heavy or aggressive investors. They invest at least 20% of their income in different income generating assets like stocks, land, gold, fixed deposits, property, etc. Whereas normal people never work on these things. Maximum people invest very less, or they don't invest any amount. Difference number 8. Most millionaires did not get any financial help or gift from their family during their childhood or early teenage. These were the people who never got money for small things or were not allowed to buy unnecessary stuff and waste money. They believe in teaching financial intelligence to their children from their early childhood. Difference number 9. Millionaires are usually self-employed. They prefer being their own boss and rather provide jobs to average people. 75% of millionaires consider themselves as entrepreneurs who work roughly for 45 to 55 hours in a week, and how they manage to work for these many hours we will come to know in the next difference. Difference number 10. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett says the reason he earns so much is money is the byproduct of something I like to do very much. Average people work for others' dreams, whereas millionaires work on their own dreams and passion, and this is the reason they can successfully become millionaires. All these ideas I have shared from the book The Millionaire Next Door, written by Thomas J. Stanley, and William D. Danko. If you would like to buy this book, then I have shared the link in the description. Share this video with your friends if you have liked it. I would strongly recommend that you read this book. Reading habit will help you progress well in life, and when you progress, our country too will progress. Thanks for watching.